Everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today I'm working with the more messages, and I just had a ton of fun with this. It was a little different than I expected because it is all on one block. All of these messages are on one block, and there's a really cool solution for this, which is a die cut that is all on one die cut. So it's pretty amazing. So I just wanted to show you real quick about it. So one thing I do is I find that 4.5 by 6 is a really good size to cut your paper to the most that you can get and still get everything in there. And then I'm just going to ink up my stamp. You can use a full-size stamp pad, or if you want to, you can use a little ink spot, and you can just do one message, or you can do the whole thing. Whatever works the most best for you. And then when you're putting it down, you want to put the top, the time to celebrate, pretty much as close to the top as you can, because the bottom has messages where the shape underneath of them requires a little more space. So I am on a very poor surface here, so I'm going to move my block around a little bit and go off the edge. There we go. I have a nice clean cover. And so once you have this, there's a couple fun things you can do. One of them is you could take your die cuts and you could take any ink in your blending brush, and you can just, with your thing on here, you could just go and add some color to a couple. You can add some color to a lot of them. You can add a lot of color or a little bit of color and just create some color. Create some color. Of course, your forever friends, you should have some color on there. But that way it will help contain a little bit of where you're supposed to put the color. And then alternatively, when you haven't done your message yet, you could do the same thing only differently. And this is pretty cool. Take your brush and go over every space of this. This might be better to be done after you've die cut, but I think in the end it doesn't really matter which one comes first, but this could move a little bit. So yes, do the die cutting first, and while it's still stuck in there, stuck in the shapes and in the grooves that the die cut machine just made, it will make this a little bit easier. But the idea is the same. What this does is it creates a full colored space. And when you're done die cutting, it will have a beautiful white border. And so we'll show you that. So I've got my die cut machine here. And it's kind of big for the table, so I'm just going to kind of do it real fast. So we'll do the one here where we have the messages ready to go. And you just take the die cut, center all your messages, and run it through, easy peasy. There you go. When you take them off, you'll have a little bit of color in there. What happened to my light? A little bit of color in there that you can't see, but I'll put it down, and maybe my light's wonky. Anyway, I'm going to do this other really cool one through here and show you how fun it is to have that technique. I didn't do a very good job because I was trying to go really fast. But when you do it on yours, you can take your time and make sure all the spaces are covered. But how pretty is that? Oh, you can't see. You know, I'm going to move the machine. I think it's wonking my light out. How pretty is that with this little bit of white space around your shape? So cute. So I did this before with some pink ones, and of course it looks great with pink as well, and they're all falling out, but very fun. And then I thought, well, how cute would it be if you could do a little glitter paper, glimmer paper, and then you just tuck it behind the message. Do I have a message that has a message? You are simply incredible. And then you can offset your message with glitter paper, and it looks even that much funner. So this has all kinds of opportunities for cards. And so I did that this month. I went a little nuts and I saw some ideas that I thought would be fun. And I ended up using every single message on this stamp set for this card. And I cheated. I put a bunch of messages on there, but I decided I wanted to because it was so fun. So this is more messages. Very fun. Oops. Thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.